so the rest of the first day, after settling myself down here and having a look around and figuring out how the door lock works, I mean, it's fantastic once you know. There are a few things that you need to sort of check out. So once I checked all the stuff out, I went out and I'm at the south end, so I thought, well, the Pleasure Beach is right next to us, so I'll have a look at that first. The prices are extortionate, but I do think I'm going to have to pay them, because the rides and stuff like that do look very exciting. So that's going to be what I'm going to do today on day 2. Then I basically I went down from the south the South Beach all the way up to the Central Pier. So I covered the South Pier, and then because there was nothing on that side of the road, I walked along the beach basically to the Central Pier and had a look at that. Now the South Pier is lovely, but a lot of its stuff closes quite early at night. The Central Pier is open a lot longer, but the vendors are more pushy into trying to get you to spend your money there, which I didn't particularly appreciate. One of them sort of running after me halfway down the deck, you know. So basically today the idea was going to be the Pleasure Beach today. The bed, I was kept here on the bed. I did say I thought it was a bit small, but it's very comfy. It's one of those that is soft, so it's not a hard bed, although I'm used to a rather hard bed. The reason I found it comfy was because it is soft, but it's sort of springy. It doesn't sag in the middle, even under my weight. So I don't know if it's sort of on a spring more than anything else, but it doesn't sort of sag and then hold the sagginess so you sort of feel like you're trapped. It's not like that. Breakfast this morning was delightful. 9 o'clock I went down there and totally catered for. You start off having cereal, then you have your breakfast, and then you have your toast with a huge pot of tea. I think I've got 4 or 5 cups out of this tea. I think I'll be needing to go all day, but it was fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And really, for what it is and for what it's worth, it's very, very good. It is very good. Well, who knew Blackpool's North Pier is a Grade 2 listed building, hence probably why it looks empty compared to the piers sort of over there. It literally is just a sort of jut. There's supposed to be a 50p toll, but there was nobody in the toll booth, so I just went through. I've still got my 50p on me though, so I'll try and give it to somebody on the way out. As you can see, there is not much on this pier at all. In a way, it's kind of nice. This is the quiet pier, where you can literally come to sit along, rather than the 2 piers in that direction, which are noisy, full of fun fairs and amusements and the likes. This one actually had, at one point, some sort of tram, well, not a tram because there's nothing overhead, but some sort of little train that obviously used to run the length of the pier. Terribly Victorian, you know. It only goes, I don't know, not very far. but Blackpool was quite a tourist destination for the rich, really. In the Victorian era, they used to walk the promenade, which I have done actually quite a lot. Between the North and the South Pier, I guess, would be about 2, maybe 2.5 miles, something like that. Oops. So in essence, it's not that far to walk. The tide looks like it's almost full tide at the moment. It will be changing shortly. It's on its way out. Coming towards the end. They've got a theatre there. They do have a carousel. I suppose no pier is complete without the token fairground ride. Theatre entrance. But we're going to go to the end. You can feel it getting a little bit more blowy now. This one's wooden all the way down, which the South Pier isn't. The South Pier about here, the last sort of little bit is just a frame, and you walk over it and you look down and you can see the sea beneath you. But this is sturdy. Little outdoor arena called the Sun Lounge. How beautiful is that? I guess they do little plays here in the end of the 19th century. It's lovely, isn't it? And the view from the end before we go. An area for fishing. So we best keep quiet. Although no good at low tide, because the tide goes out past this point. Nothing but sea. Central and South Piers. And in case you're wondering, it's a long way down. Oh.